morning, dears. Today's topic is a short monsoon diary. Okay, a short monsoon diary. Shall we begin? It's our eighth chapter, and I hope you all are very fine. Am I right? Yes? Okay. So it's quite interesting lesson only. So listen carefully, okay? Before we go into story, it's important to know a little about our author. Am I right? Yes? So, who is our author? Ruskin Bond, okay? And this Ruskin Bond is an Anglo-Indian writer who lives in Dehradun, okay, and his writings are set in small town at the foothills of the Himalayas, and his writings reveals his story, his love for the simple life in the mountains. At 17 he started writing his first novel, that is The Room on the Roof. What was his first novel? The Room on the Roof. He received Sahitya Academy Award in 1992 for the novel. Okay, you might have watched some of the films adapted from Ruskin Bond's books. So, the extract that we shall discuss today has been taken from a few pages of Bond's personal diary. Okay, let us now follow his diary entries. Shall we? Yes? Are you interesting? Okay, dears. So, the entry dated June 24, okay, describes the first monsoon mist, which the hills in silence, and it has mystical quality. The author can hear a person named Biju calling for his sister, but he is not visible because of the mist. Okay, and then on 25th June, Bond reports on weather again. Again, Bond reporting weather on 25th June. It rains in the hills round the year. However, Bond tells us how to distinguish the monsoon rain from the cold rain, which falls during the rest of the year. The monsoon rain is warm and humid. The plants too sense the arrival of monsoons in the hills. The first cobra lily, that is a flower, right, is rising its head from the ferns. Okay, and also the mist had heralded a night like hush the previous day. Now it seems to offer a kind of privacy to the author. So the Bond describes the hill station and the valley as a paradise that might have been in reply to schoolboy's question. Then the diary entry dated June 27 introduces a slight change in the tone of a narrative. The hush of the misty monsoon is broken by animals which do not usually show up at other times of the year. Leopard attack on domestic animal become a regular occurrence. Besides, the author is pestered by leeches sucking his blood. Even the leafy trees cannot hide the scarlet minuets. There are so many in number. So, what are the things happening? The aggressive dragons chase them away. Birds and tree creepers feast on the abundance of insects during the rainy season. Okay, and then on 2nd August, the writer reports the steady rhythm of the rain. So, what we all see before this happened on 25th happened from 25th June, okay? But now 22nd August, the writer reports the steady rhythm. This rhythm is very unobtrusive. It allows you to stay awake or fall asleep as you may wish. The sound of the rain on the corrugated wire roof helped the writer read. He does not get wet in the rain but can feel it around him all the same. Sometimes we also feel like this, am I right? Then, August 3. On August 3, Bond records a time, okay, records a time when the rain stops temporarily and sunlight illuminates the scenes from daily life. Okay, so sunlight illuminates. Life had almost reached a standstill because of the rains, and sounds like the tinkle of cowbells become audible again. The clear voice thrush fills the valley. This all happens on August 3. Okay. Water drips from a leaking drain pipe, clean and pure, the song of whistling thrush. So all the sounds are audible again. And about August 12. In 12th August, the rain returned accompanied by the mist. Okay, the rain accompanied by the mist, and the author no longer appreciates the rain as before. Till now, he is appreciating the rain, but now he is not appreciating. He is tired of being confined to his room because of the rain. Okay, so he is very tired. And the only saving grace is that the rain still retains its monsoon warmth. And Bond records the growth of late monsoon flower like wild balsams, dahlias, begonias, and ground orchids. Okay, so these flowers only flower in late monsoon. Okay, and the diary entry on 31st August declares the end of monsoon. An abundance of flowers and lush green growth fills the hill. Animals like snakes and rodents resurface from their holes and burrows. Okay, and the children are amused by Shrew blindly bowls around the room. Their grandmother calls Shrew Chuchundar and stops them from killing it. He says that Chuchundar brings good luck. Okay. Because these chuchundas are lucky, they will bring money. So don't kill it like that. The grandmothers are stopping the children. The other two mischievously wonders if his shrew has something to do with the check he receives in the mail. I am sure you know that killing harmless animals is treated as a criminal offense and prohibited by law. Am I right? Here is a question. Do you think that children should have tilled the shoe if he had no association with good luck? Yes? What do you think? If the children had killed the insects, if it had no association with good luck? Yes? Okay. So we shall leave you to think over this problem as we continue with Bond's diary. Okay, on October 3, the writer records the transition from monsoon to winter rains. He mentions snow at high altitudes and evening fully hailstorms. The hills are often beautifully touched with golden light in spite of bad weather. The entry on 26th January is in the form of poem. Okay. So after that, after his writing was like a poem from Jan 26. Okay, look at that poem. Winter reigns in the hills, in the hushed silence of the house, when I am quite alone and my friends who was here has gone. It is very lonely, very quiet as I sit in a liquid silence, a silence within. Yes? So, the writer is engulfed in a spell of darkness and loneliness thanks to the rain. Winter reigns in the hills, in the hushed silence of the house when I am quite alone and my friend who was here has gone. It is very lonely, very quiet. As I sit in a liquid silence, a silence within, surrounded by the rhythm of rain. So, phrases used in the poem like dark carrots and menacing grey leaves tell us that the rain has altered its lavish loan to a grave one. The poem reinforces the sense of melancholy and loneliness. That part seems to suffer. Perhaps this feeling is what lies at the heart of any art form and its creation. The last entry is on March 23. When hailstorm spells the end of winter, Bond can see a rainbow forming as he writes, signifying that there is hope and joy yet in the lap of nature. That's all of you. Okay, so it's all about March 23rd. While this writer writing, everything becomes normal and signifying that there is hope and joy. Understood? I hope you all are understood. Am I right? Okay, dears, we will meet in the next class. Thank you. And don't forget to copy all those meanings in your notebook. Thank you, dears. Have a nice day.